Hey, what's up YouTube? I thought I'd make a quick video for you guys. I actually haven't been on YouTube much as of recent. It's been a busy couple of months, but last I was on here, I was talking about kind of the struggles I've been going through recently as far as my life and business and work, etc., etc. I'm not going to bore you with all that, but I wanted to talk to you a little bit about CCW, basically your concealed carry permit for California. I live in California. One of the positive things that have come from this year was I just passed my class to get my concealed carry license, and I thought I'd talk to you a little bit about that. The two weapons you see in front of me are the weapons I qualified with because they're the smallest weapons I have. One is a Shield 9mm and the other is a Glock 30, which is a 45. Awesome weapons. Maybe I'll do videos on both these weapons at a later date, but I'm going to show you my proficiency card. This is what you could expect to get once you pass your test or your class. You basically have to qualify with each weapon that you're going to carry. In this case, I did not have a third weapon, and pass right there. So I passed with both weapons, so I qualified. And you basically, they want to make sure you're proficient with the operations of the gun. You know how to handle the gun safely in a correct way. It was pretty straightforward. I was surprised at how easy it went. Initially, when I went to get my concealed carry or apply for it, the fees totaled $138. Sorry, these papers have been tossed around a little bit, and I am in San Bernardino County, just so you guys know. These papers have been in and out of my truck, tossed around, and they look a little crappy. But you basically have to start the process online, and you may want to check with your local county because I'm sure counties are different. But San Bernardino has a long list of things that they want you to provide them in order to get your license. They want to go through your entire work history, your entire residency history. I am self-employed, so that kind of made that a little easier. I've been self-employed for a while, so I'm sure they didn't have to look too deep. I will say one thing, it kind of bothered me that the 2 days before I had to hand my entire application in, they called me and told me that I had an outstanding ticket. Now, it does state that on the paperwork that says you can't have any outstanding tickets or cases against you, and at the time I didn't think I had any, so they called me 2 days before I'm supposed to hand my entire package in, and they say, hey, you have an outstanding ticket. And I was like, well, this makes no sense, can you please elaborate? And she's like, yeah, it's a red light camera ticket. So I looked into it further, and lo and behold, my dad was driving my sister's car, and that car was registered in my name. And $800 later, I had to clear it up because they wouldn't allow me to even hand my application in if that was still outstanding. So that was pretty unfortunate because typically I wouldn't pay a ticket like that was years old. It just went to collections and escalated. And anyhow, I handled that. When you apply for your concealed carry permit, make sure you get the confirmation email. My dumbass did not get a confirmation email, even though on their website it said congratulations, your application was submitted. And I didn't bother to follow up with them until a week before I had my scheduled shooting class, or my class. And she's like, oh, you're not in the system. the next available date is 6 months from now. And I was like, are you kidding me? I've already waited for 6 months, and now I have to wait another 6 months. But I got it taken care of. So I qualified with my the 30. I like it because it's hard to see in this picture, and both these weapons are safe. I wouldn't be handling a hot weapon, but the 30s, I don't have the slim, but it is it fits in my hand really well. So I wanted to qualify with this, and then I grabbed a shield, which is another weapon that fits in my hand very easily, and I qualify with both. The qualification process is pretty straightforward. If you're of good moral character, they're going to do a background check on you. They're going to make sure you are again a good citizen. They're going to ask you a few questions, and I suggest you answer them truthfully, because more than likely they've already done their research on you and they just want to verify the information is accurate. So they asked me if I smoked marijuana, which I don't. They also asked, have you ever? And I said, yes, I have in the past. Have you been in any physical altercations, fights, arguments? I said, yes, I did. In high school, I used to fight a lot. Do you have any other tickets, or have you had any previous tickets? And I'm assuming they already had my driving record, because they wouldn't be asking that question if there was no reason behind it. And I did. I said, yeah, I have other tickets other than that red light camera ticket you guys told me about. I believe I had speeding and some window tint tickets. So they just want to make sure you guys are forthcoming and candid, because if they decide that, oh, he's not telling the truth about this, what else is he hiding? So I strongly recommend you be forward and upfront about it in order to pass the background check. And as far as the shooting course goes and the class goes, I was surprised at how easy it was. The first portion of the class was from 8 to 11 in the morning on a Saturday, and it was basically a couple people informing us of what to do, what not to do, where to take the weapon, where not to take the weapon, policies, procedures, carrying it, etc. And they really push the fact that you should be doing your own due diligence. Don't just assume that it's okay to do something. Do your homework. Know policies before you carry your weapon concealed to a certain area or to a certain business. What to do if you accidentally expose your weapon while you're carrying it, etc. And then the latter part of the day, which started at 12:15 until I think our class went until about 3:30 or 4, was a shooting. And you're on a range with 16 people. Our class had a total of 170 people, I believe. So there's a total of 16 of us lined up on the range, and I believe there was one instructor for every 2 people, and it was very safe. It was very comfortable. Obviously, I was a little nervous. I think everyone was probably a little nervous, because it took me back to my high school days or my middle school days when you had to get up in front of the class and talk, or when the teacher called out on you to answer a question. But it was straightforward. As long as you pay attention, you utilize the gun in a safe manner, and you don't discharge the weapon before they say so, you should pass. They had a silhouette target of, I want to say, 5 yards away, and you had to hit between the chest and the neck, basically the upper torso. I believe it was probably a good 14-inch to 16-inch range, and all your group had to stay within that range, and they're going to have you shoot 10 rounds out of each weapon, and 8 out of the 10 have to hit within that range. Now, there's no time limit, which was great, because some people up there needed a little more time than others. You could definitely see the people who were stressed out because they want to make sure that you could handle the gun. So again, no rounds. So when you're shooting, bang, 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 they want to make sure you know how to drop the magazine and load another magazine, bang, 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 bang. So again, total of 10 rounds and split between 2 magazines. And that was it. After you shoot your 10 and you hit your group, again, they give you this card that says you are basically proficient with each weapon. My Glock 30 passed, the shield passed. They sign off, and then they tell you, hey, don't call for 2 to 3 weeks because they have to process however many cards. And what was this? 11/10. So I'm making this video on the 17th. So hopefully another 1 week, 2 weeks, I'll have my card in the mail, and then I'll be able to carry within California. And they did recommend getting CCW insurance, and I did look into that, and it seems like it would be a benefit to anyone who's going to be carrying. I pray that I never have to use this weapon. I don't like the idea of thinking I'll be causing harm to another human being. However, if my life is on the line, I'd rather be safe than sorry, and I definitely want to protect myself and my family. Oh, and along those lines, when you're filling out your online application, there's going to be a specific question that says, why do you want your concealed carry permit? And don't put self-defense. That's too vague. Obviously, we're all here for personal protection and self-defense, but definitely make it more thorough. They want to see that you are concerned for the well-being of your family, your city. I'm sure whoever does your interview will help you out a little bit more, but talk about it. Talk about like some of the laws that are changing, how that's affecting your neighborhood, how you feel that the crime rate has increased, and you want to feel capable of protecting yourself and your family from any situation. And that's it. I think if you pass the background check, they took a photo of me. They did live scan. I'm already in the system because I do have a real estate license. But I think you'll be okay. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments below. And thanks for watching.